How's it going, everybody? This is Jake from Snooze Fest Gaming. Before I got too far into the video, I'm going to introduce you guys to the clan, in case you're new to the channel. Clan tag's right there at the top. Basically, we're a pretty laid-back clan. We do back-to-back clan wars, decent warlock, nothing too special. Um, we're really just looking for people that are working their way towards being maxed. They're active, they donate, they talk, and most importantly, that they attack in war. If you're not going to be able to attack in war, just opt out, no problem. And that's really it. As long as you're not incredibly rushed, we're pretty more than likely to let you in. And if you're still trying to build and grow, get better at the game. A lot of us have been playing for quite a while, but we did take a substantial break right before starting back up again. So we're all still trying to learn, get back into the game, and we can certainly help you guys as well if you're still trying to learn. So anyway, kind of want to introduce you guys to these, just the modern day clan war that's not super competitive, but it's also not shit. So we're kind of in the middle, average clan war. Nobody, so let's say just if you're in a clan with a couple Town Hall 11s, maybe one Town Hall 11, or your highest guys are all Town Hall 10. More than likely, you're not going to be dealing with these anti 3-star bases, or just mainly going to be anti 2-star. And more than likely, it's going to be a ring base, which is, I don't know, probably 90% of Tunnel 10 bases that we go up against. So, anyway, here's how I'm going to show you how to confidently 2-star and potentially end up with a 3-star. It's a really good idea to go after this with your first attack. You can, once you get it down, you'll be able to 2-star these bases very easily. Once you get good enough with it, you'll be able to potentially 3-star them depending on your troop levels, hero levels, and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to take a look at number 6. This is my attack. You notice I'm at 10.5, but it's not that big of a deal. This is more of an island base, not quite a ring base. Same concept though. What's important in every attack is that you funnel. What I did in this base, I looked at and I just kind of figured, you know what, air defenses are really exposed. Let's see how many of them I can take out and then try and use dragons. Get to the middle. I'm sure every one of you remember from the Town Hall 7 days that dragons just have their own way of doing things, and they don't really care if you funnel or not. But that's why you just got to make sure it's just that good of a funnel. So a queen walk, I'm going to throw down this left side to eventually take out this air defense. I bring a wizard to make sure she walks the way I want her to. I bring 2 lightning and a quake to take out this air defense, because this is where I intend on sending my dragons. And lastly, I'm going to take the Barbarian King and a couple Hog Riders to get rid of this air defense. Basically, on these bases, you want to make sure your funnel, or the buildings that you get rid of, are going to be parallel to whatever's in the core or past. So if you get rid of this stuff is going to be ahead of it. So anything coming from the northeast side will go towards it rather than going around this way or this way. And the same thing goes as for the other side. So I'm just going to kind of play through this. My queen's level 20, very average, nothing special. Probably a little underleveled compared to people at the point in the game where I'm at right now. I'll work on that, but I have other shit to do, so I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, things you want to consider with this is to make sure that it's not engaging more than 1 to 2 point defenses at a time. If it's level, say, below 20 and above 10, you can engage 1 point defense without a problem. But if it's anything any more than that, no way in hell. You're fucking gone. Don't even just skip to the next attack. It's a waste of time. Anyway, so yeah, I bring a rage just in case. Oh, I missed the Hog Riders. Pretty simple. Really just throw the king and a couple Hog Riders and it's gone. It's not enough to take out these buildings. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying with the queen, I brought a rage to throw on the healers if in case some Teslas threw up right there. It's just started fucking on my queen. That would really end the attack and just a very disappointing 1-star that nobody wants to end up with. Lightning, quake on that air defense, and I need to finish off these buildings here before I can actually go in with my main kill squad to the core there. Queen's continuing to walk around, no problem. Drop 2 dragons over here, which should be enough because only the X-Bow can target them. And then once I realize that that's going to start going down, I start throwing in everything over here. Clan Castle, you could bring a Hound. I guess at this point you really have to delay it because it would go through the whole base to this air defense. But I brought a dragon, a couple of loons. That'd be more worthwhile. I raged this stuff here to do with Clan Castle, First Inferno, the highest HP buildings. So no problem. Warden ability was there. It saved probably 2 dragons. You would have been able to clear the rest of the base without it, so don't worry about it if that's what you're thinking right now. It's like, oh, I don't have a warden. This guy's an idiot. No. Town Hall 10s will be able to do this quite easily. Queen's still alive. As I mentioned, only 1 point defense, so nothing to worry about. 2 point defense is on her right now. She's still doing fine, as long as it's not for too long. So, yep, there you go. No problem. Base is just going to get walked over. And that should be a 3-star. I had a few seconds left, only because it took me quite a while to get the funnel. That's something you want to keep in mind as well. Okay, moving on to probably a more common ring base. This one, to be specific, is maybe the most common one that I see in the game. It's just this bullshit. I don't even know. This one's just really ugly. I don't like it. So what Sui does is he brings in a couple golems on this side here and this side here, and a couple wizards to funnel these buildings as what, like I mentioned, to be parallel with what you're trying to go after. So this stuff here, everything under that needs to be gone. Or at the very minimum, this stuff over here and this stuff over here. You can leave the stuff in the middle like these storages because they'll go right from there to there. Sui's attacking from the side. I may have preferred to go from the bottom, but he still gets it done. So yeah, in his funnel, what he does is he delays the Valk deployment, and that's very important. You want to make sure you wait till all these buildings are cleared out, or else the Valks are just going to walk around. It's not going to work out. He was able to salvage a couple wizards to get him into the core, not being lured by the clan castle, which is pretty lucky. Very fortunate for him. There's no bombs, no bullshit, so they were able to stay there and pick off the town hall. If they weren't there, however, he would need to wait to drop the Valks in and get to town hall. But he starts dropping a couple, which is smarter than just holding it down and dropping all of them at once, to see where they're going to go and if he needs to wait any longer on the deployment. The jump spell is a pretty long duration if it's high enough level, so you have plenty of time, no need to rush it. These are going to the cannon in the archer in the army camp. So if he waited till that army camp went down there, the closest building from this area where he dropped the clan castle would be the town hall. So if he just waited 2 seconds, they would have gone to the middle. But he noticed the wizards in there were going to take it down, no problem. If it wasn't there, could have been a different story. So he's just trying to get more percent. He hadn't intended on getting a 3-star in this attack, but it ended up being pretty close. So nothing really much to see here. Just them walking around. So yeah, just very important. Delay the Valkyrie deployment, and just kind of wait. Make sure they're going where you want them to go. If not, just wait a little bit longer. You don't need to rush it. That's what can mess over your attack. Alright, I'm going to show you guys one more replay. Another really common ring base in the game right now. So what I do instead of bringing a jump to the core is an earthquake, which it's really the same thing. Normally I prefer jump, but I don't know. I just wanted an earthquake today. That's how I was just feeling that. Anyway, I used golem this side and this side to funnel with some bowlers behind and a couple wizards. Hopefully they get the bounce in a couple buildings. Make sure that you clear buildings. Probably at minimum these few up to that air defense, and these few up to this archer tower, because remember, you want to keep it parallel to whatever you want to attack, whatever you want your Valkyries to go to. So we're going to go ahead and go through. I do leave a couple buildings up in the middle so that the Valks just kind of go from there directly to there, and it works out pretty nicely. So, wall breakers to jump in, or to break in. You could have used jumps there, and then jump in the core, and just used probably a rage and either a freeze or heal. You know, it's just personal preference. It doesn't matter. Same task is accomplished. So, I dropped in my Valks a little early. I was rushing my attack, but probably should have waited till that elixir storage went down and probably this gold storage. But it ended up working out pretty fine. It's hard to see, but the Valks go right from there into the core, no problem. Rage spells, easily take out the Town Hall with Valkyries in about 2 hits, and then you're good to go. So yep, and then now it's just a matter of percentage. You're welcome to keep a couple of archers. I knew I brought quite a bit of wall breakers, but just because wanted to make sure I got that 2-star. War was kind of close at this time. Didn't want to fuck it up and get roasted, but I didn't. So, alright, cool. That's pretty much it. Grand Warden ability is not that important on the base if you're a low-end Tunnel 11. Might be handy to keep that in mind, that you can still easily 2-star these bases. If you're a Town Hall 10, still know that as long as your heroes are relatively close to the kind of base you're attacking, you should be perfectly fine, no problem. Alright, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like it, comment, subscribe, and share the fucking video. Please share the video so that we can get some more people to the channel. Anyway, if you want to see some farming replays and shit like that, if you're looking to find some ways to get some nice loot, be sure to comment down below. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. See you next time.